What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Terraria 1.3. I wanted to jump into some expert mode, but I'll be honest, I was scared. So I wanted to go ahead and do another playthrough. However, instead of boring you guys with 30 episodes of Terraria, I decided to pack it all into just 2 episodes of 10 minutes each. So this is going to be very, very quick. This particular playthrough is going to be melee only, so this is the 20-minute melee only run. And here we go. Getting things started, obviously got to collect up some wood. Once we get that going on, we'll go ahead and build out a little house here. Now you see I went with the straight up stretch condo sort of setup, and I plan on just putting another floor above this, maybe 2 floors, and then an arena on top of that. Now this did come back to bite me later, as my all my NPCs kept dying. But anyway, it worked. Get a little crafting area. My little workstation's going to be on the roof, and eventually I'll put another floor up above. But been doing a lot of mining, so got to get that stuff smelted up and start making something awesome. Of course, we've got quite a few upgrades to go yet, as just getting started on the playthrough. So lots of digging, lots of fighting, lots of exploration, and as you can see here, lots of dying. Unfortunately, taking the melee route, you know, some aspects of it's a little easier, some a little bit more difficult, but a lot more up in your face until I get myself some proper weapons. Just trying not to die to the slimes. But occasionally, they're just a little bit too much for me. So there was quite a bit of death involved. Death and dismemberment. Now the problem is at the starting, I get so used to just occasionally looking up at my health and not paying quite close enough attention to it. But unfortunate ends are expected. Now I wised up, got myself a yo-yo. The reason I'm out here in the jungle to begin with is to try to get myself that Amazon. But in order to get that done, I'm going to start off with just a wooden yo-yo. And the yo-yo is definitely one of the better weapons you can achieve first thing through the gate. Now, of course, besides, you know, lots of farming up top, lots and lots of digging. The jungle biome, of course, is where it's at. Getting all the fat riches. You got to get it from somewhere. Might as well dig it out of a hole. You know what I'm saying? Once I was able to get myself a basic setup, I decided to go ahead and start building out the house again. You see I put a second floor up there, which, you know, going to help out for some additional NPCs. Wasn't really going to do much with the place in this particular playthrough, since I know I was just doing kind of a speed run. Not a true speed run, but fun nonetheless. And of course, once you're done digging and digging and digging, time to build yourself an arena. As I mentioned earlier, this was not the best place to put an arena, as just about every boss fight my NPCs ended up dying. But with the Amazon in hand, I was able to go ahead and start taking on some of the bosses. And starting off with the eye here. Going in triple speed to just blow through this real quick. After the eye, I went on and moved on to try the Eater of Worlds. Same thing, using the Amazon. Of course, I had to go build another little arena. This one I kind of took the ghetto approach, because I didn't plan on really farming this guy. I was just going to get 1 or 2 kills in, because I want to get down below and start tearing things up. Now, this was my first corruption playthrough. I had Crimson on the last one, and unfamiliar with the Eater. I mean, easy enough of a fight, but I wasn't necessarily expecting all this segmenting to happen. but it did. Going to be a lot easier on a ranger. I'm thinking about doing a 20-minute ranger playthrough as well, and it should be a lot of fun. Maybe even mage. Who knows? I want to get an expert series started, and I'm going to do it in a large world, as I want to build some really, really cool stuff. However, you know what? Maybe I'll even start a builder world. Nah, it's got to be on expert mode. Expert mode it is. Now, the Either or Worlds, although not at all really much of a challenge, with the Amazon in hand, it still did take a while, as not particularly strong amount of DPS. Taking a quick break for a little Goblin Army action. And on to more boss fights. Now, I had an unfortunate run-in with King Slime early, which did not end well. However, with my new trusty Amazon, I figured I'd go ahead and give him another chance. Hopefully get myself that awesome King Slime mount, which I did use. It was kind of entertaining. It's got quite the slam on it, that's for sure. But King Slime, of course, was no match. And then before we get down below, of course, we got to take out Skeletron. The last playthrough I skipped him, and I just killed Skeletron Prime. This playthrough I wanted to go ahead and kill all the bosses. I actually did skip Duke Fishron, but everybody else got at least 1 or 2 ass beatings. Some more. Some I farmed quite a bit, some of the easier ones. Not quite time to switch it over to hard mode yet, but not having too much of an issue with old Skeletron here either. So just built the arena directly up above the entrance to the dungeon there. And Skeletron is no more. Now, of course, my whole point of killing Skeletron was so I could get down in there and check some stuff out. So no point in wasting any time. I will just go ahead and run right on down. You see I had a meteor impact right there. I actually already had an unfortunate death over there as well, farming that stuff up. Anyway, of course got the fat loots in the dungeon. Got my first golden key, and I can do some more exploring. Now, before I go completely underground, I figured, what the heck, just got to take on the Queen Bee. Now, building the little arena, of course, right there. And getting wrecked. Queen Bee takes a minute or two, of course, because you have to go through the different cycles. But it wasn't too bad. Was able to knock it out pretty quick. Still yo-yoing it up. Lots and lots of fun, that Queen Bee. She dropped some cool stuff, too. I ended up getting that sword from her, and I used it for a minute or two before upgrading it. Now, of course, more digging, more digging, more digging. As you see, I found the Jungle Temple, and also found some fat loot running around there as well. So that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Check back for the next episode. See ya!